all throughout history, they always have a showdown. Okay, so everything is like a repeat of itself, right? They always have a showdown because, as I mentioned, everyone, God poured out his spirit on all flesh. So that means that the wicked have power, the witches have power, the righteous have power, everybody have power. The only thing that distinguishes God's people from everybody else is the authority, a mark on them. Because in Ezekiel and in Genesis, they had marks where God marks his people. The devil knows God's people. So they'll have a showdown, right? And in the showdown, first, what God does, he allowed his prophets, his messengers, or whoever to come against the wicked, the witches, or whoever is in power that said that they got the most power and they believe in God. God ain't real and all that. And then what happens is God allows his messengers to devour them, to devour their power, to devour what they're standing for. Because remember, they're thinking, okay, this is my power. I got this, and da da da. There's no God. So when that happens, after that happens, what happens is God begins to destroy them. He gives them the opportunity to turn and come to him wholly. And if they don't, then they get destroyed any kind of all types of ways, because God goes solely off the heart, and he goes off of their actions and their works and their labors. So after that he destroys them, they'll be destroyed according to what I just said. But I wanted to let you guys know there will be a showdown on God showing them, this is my power. All this is my power. But since you said that's your power, let's do this. So he'll send his messengers or his prophets or whatever. And they'll, that's how the 450 prophets died with Elijah. That's how when they had the big earthquake with Jesus, people don't pay attention, but there was a big earthquake and a lot of things happened. People died in that earthquake, okay? So to get to the point, you got to remember that God is not mocked. It doesn't matter what you're seeing. I believe that we're giving too much emphasis on witches and warlocks and sorcerers. We're giving too much emphasis, too much energy, too much focus, too much power to them. Okay? Let me tell you why. Because for the simple fact that God does not want us to focus on it. They have a scripture that God tells us, do not inquire on what they do and how they do it. Do not worry about them. Stay focused on him. This would distract you. This would even deter you. This would even destroy some of your gifts and your power with God, your connection to God. You got to be very careful. You got to understand, it's a lot of things that I know in the Bible that it speaks on this type of things. These are the last days. This is the end of the age. When people say last days, it's a difference when I say it. When I say the last days, I mean the end of the age. The end of the age meaning that God is about to have a showdown. There's a draft going on. The devil is choosing and God is choosing. And that's why he said, choose this day who you're going to serve. And when the draft picks are up and everybody got their teams, there's going to be a showdown. And God's going to raise his people up high. And then they're going to come to a battle, a one-on-one battle. And then God is going to destroy them. And after they're destroyed, that's when it's going to be a new heaven and new earth. This means body, mind, soul, spirit, and the planet. Okay? Because remember, we were created from the dirt, from the earth. So when God say earth, you got to be mindful on what he's saying. He's not just saying earth as just the planet. Okay? When he said destruction and desolation, when he talk about that, he's really talking about the body. The body is where he reigns, he rules. He rules everywhere, but that's his emphasis. That's Satan's emphasis too. They fighting over territory, land. The land is the body. The temple is the body. The sanctuary is the body. You get what I'm saying? The tent is the body. So once I get everything else together for all I'm saying about the wicked, the witches, and all that, I'm going to come back and give you the remaining of it. But I'll stop right now.